So if you're gonna check labs for your hormones, what the heck are you gonna check? Hi, I'm your local OBGYN. I love women and let's talk about it. So if we're talking about checking blood work, and I'm gonna say very like specifically all blood work, you're not just gonna check like just your female sex hormones. Here's what I would recommend, okay? I generally think that you need some basic routine labs that could mimic other symptoms of perimenopause and menopause. All right. You want to check your electrolytes, your vitamin D, your blood count. All right. Those are really inherent to your day-to-day functioning of your system. Also, your thyroid. Okay. You may want to check your iron levels because you could have a normal blood count and a jacked up iron level. You also want to get your cholesterol checked just because you're hitting that point when, again, midlife, and especially when you're in perimenopause and menopause, your lipids start to go a little bit crazy, even with your perfectly healthy, active, and perfect eating lifestyle. Okay. Then, especially depending on your age and things like that, you may want to check your ovarian function because it can kind of tell me if you're doing things a little bit earlier than we anticipate. Testosterone can be checked. But if we're starting hormonal therapy, that's like down the road. Like you don't jump straight to testosterone. And then again, your estrogen and your progesterone, like they're not as helpful. Like if it's in the toilet, you probably knew they were in the toilet because we're checking this blood work to begin with. And if your progesterone isn't checked when we think you might be ovulating, well, then you're just not ovulating. And then what the hell does the level mean? You're either one or the other. And if you're perimenopausal, like it means nothing. So those are my general starting places for routine blood work checks when you feel like you need your hormones evaluated. After that, it's a little more nuanced into what to do when.